Everybody knows that your Counter-Strike knife says a lot about you. Just having a sick knife is an easy way to flex on your teammates and enemies.
Oh! Oh! Oh, baby! Guys!
So I'm gonna let you all judge what kind of person I am based on what knives I've owned. Am I an Arab elite, degen gambler,
Gamble, baby! Let's go gambling, boys! Let's go gambling, baby!
BBC cuckold,
Whoa, 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 hey, 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 hey!
or maybe just a dude who doesn't know how to spend his money wisely? You let me know in the comments. Be sure to like this video and subscribe for a gold in your next case guaranteed. And without further ado, let's jump into it. I'm sure that you've seen a tier list before, so you know how it works. S is the best, D is the worst, anything in between is meh, fine with me. I'm going to try and go in order of which I received each of these knives. So first on the list is the Falchion Stained in Field Tested. I like this knife a lot, partially because it's the first knife that I ever pulled when I started playing the game, but also because it's just a fun knife to have. The best part of the Falchion knife is the rare inspect animation where you balance the knife on the palm of your hand. Taco right now.
For real.
I feel like I'm stinking. I see Falchion users as based on a budget, and I'm gonna rank them B for based. Next up on the list, we have a knife that I traded a bunch of skins for. My second knife was a field-tested Bowie knife Forest DD Pat.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Okay, the Bowie knife itself is pretty cool, but a field-tested Forest DD Pat looks like shit. And I did not own this knife for very long because of that. Anyway, if any of you all out there have a Bowie knife, I just hope that it's a Doppler or something fade, not a Forest DD Pat. By the way, don't look up the name of my Bowie knife. Now, throwing this knife up on the tier list, we're going to put it in D for I don't fucking want it. For the third entry into this list, I'm going to talk about my Shadow Dagger Slaughter, aka the Bloody Plugs. Now, the butt plugs in CS2, I think, are overhated. They have cool animations, you get 2 knives, and they're super cheap. I think that the community just hates on them because they have the term butt plug and look a little bit like, well, plugs. Anyway, I ended up rocking with these Minware Slaughter daggers for like 2 months or so, and then I ended up selling them and the Bowie at the same time.
Bro.
Flashbang out.
The butt boys. The butt boys.
One on the. What is that?
Heading back over to the tier list, the Shadow Dagger Slaughter are going to get thrown in B for butt buddies. The next knife on the list is one that I kind of regret selling. This was another knife that I pulled in-game, and this time out of a kilowatt case. The knife I pulled was a Kukuri Scorched in Field Tested as well.
I mean, it's alright, like...
I like the new Kukuri knife a lot. I just wish that the one that I had pulled would be a little bit better than a field-tested Scorched, because it doesn't look very good. No matter how it looks, though, the Kukuris have cool animations, and it's a pretty big knife, so you get to see the pattern if you get something cool like the fade. However, I had to sell the Kukuri and some of the other knives in this video for the next knife coming up on our list. But before we get into that, we're going to go back and put this knife on the tier list. Now, factoring everything in, I still have a huge bias for the Kukuri, and I would have kept it if it was anything nicer than a Scorched. So I'm going to have to throw it up on A tier, and if you have one, you should hold on to it. Next up on our list is by far my favorite knife, and the only knife that I've outright purchased. You've been looking at it the whole time in the background of this video, and it is my butterfly knife case hardened StatTrak well worn, aka the Bally Bong. I'm pretty sure we can all agree here that the butterfly knife is the most sexy, the most fun, the most flexy, and the most big dick knife that anybody could own. On top of that, case hardened is one of the most based Giga Chad patterns that you can get. And some of you might ask, why would you buy one in Stat Track? You know, that messes with the finish of the knife. But butterfly knives, karambits, and talons, I think that those are the only three. They have the Stat Track on the non play side, so it actually doesn't really mess with the look of the knife. Plus, I think that it's just cool knowing how many people that you stabbed up. When it comes to ranking this knife, I'm just going to let you all know that I'm incredibly biased, and this is getting top of S tier without a doubt. That leaves us with just one knife left. The final knife on our video is one that I've only had for just over a week now. It just came off of trade ban, actually. And this one I pulled off of a third party site for my friend who has never pulled a knife. The last knife that I'm going to feature today is this minimal wear Navaja case hardened. Now, I already know how the community feels about this one. Yes, it does look like a letter opener, but it is fun to FR spam, and it's got good animations, and I liked it more than I thought that I would. So I think that you all should give the Navaja a chance if you can get it in a nice pattern, of course.
I still got him. I have an amazing ranking.
Heading back over to the tier list, we're going to rank the Navaja C tier for could be a better knife. And with that, we are through all of the knives that I've owned while playing Counter-Strike. So that about wraps it up for this one. Now that you've seen my knives, what do you think about me? Am I crazy? Am I dumb? Am I degenerate? Whatever, leave it in the comments. I'm curious to see. And also, what's your favorite knife, and what knife do you currently have now? I'll be checking, and I'll respond to anybody who comments. If you want to see me playing with any of the knives, mostly the butterfly knife, come and check me out on Twitch. I'll have the link in the description. But that's going to do it for this one. I'll see y'all. Have a good day. Peace.